Karim, this is your first session back. This is your warm-up flight. Suit looks great. So you're sitting a little bit deep in your sit fly here, and what I mean is that your knees are kind of high relative to your hips. See that there's just a lot of noise, a lot of rocking and moving, and I think that is mostly to do with you haven't flown much recently and just being a little rusty. Still sitting kind of deep. Hopefully you can see the difference from, I know this is kind of a tough angle for that, but you can see the difference between, when you push your knees level with your hips or maybe a little bit lower and when they're too high. Okay, so what I'm asking for there is that you kind of pop your hips forward to balance the fact that you've taken a dock. So you're pulling backwards, and I'm saying, nope, sit up higher, push your hips out, push forward. Now, cool. Okay, into the head down. So you can see, yep, there you go. Your hips need to go forward. Your chest is really arched. Hips are back still. Your legs aren't bad. They could be wider, especially considering how long your legs are. You need to sink your chest in a little bit, get your hips forward a little bit, and your legs wider. Okay. So what I'm saying there is to look level. Usually when you stick your head up that high, you start arching with your chest and you get a lot of forward drive, which you kind of did there. Okay, and you can see the curve in your chest here, how forward it is. Now your heel's getting down a little bit too low. That needs to come up, your back leg, your heel on your back leg. Whoa. Okay. There you go. Now, you can still see that there's just a big dip in the line of your body, Karim. Hips are back, chest is forward. Eventually you're going to want to straighten that up, I think. but this is good. Holding relatively still. Get a little bit of a rocking going. Oh, oh. Okay, and you still got that forward drive going. Hips back, chest forward. There you go. Okay, getting a little bit better with your hips there. And slightly bigger with your legs. Your back leg needs to go back a little bit. Not down, but back. Now it needs to go down a little bit. Heel needs to be level with your knee. Okay. Okay, see, hopefully you can see that your first move generally is forward. Just like on our skydive, I want you to try and think about moving backwards away from me until that pressure releases on our hands. And this isn't too bad here. It still looks to me like you're going to go forward as soon as your head lifts off the net, though. Nice, there you go. So while we do these, Kareem, keep thinking about the pressure that you're feeling on your hands, and if you feel a push, that means you're driving forward and that I'm just resisting that. If you feel a pull, that means you're going backwards and I'm resisting that. So try and gauge what you're doing with your body on the pressure that you get out of that grip. This is looking pretty good. Your back leg needs to come down a little bit. Nice work, though. All right, line of your hips is looking much better there. Your butt's still back a little bit, but I can live with that. Steph's tapping you on the butt there, trying to get your butt forward. And again, first move, a real strong forward drive. Okay, so what I'm saying there is to get your hips forward. You're putting your front leg forward. Weren't having great communication on that point, but what I wanted is for your hips to come forward. Now, you can just see your chin, Kareem, but you can still get a good idea of where your head is relative to your hips, and it still looks like it's pretty far forward at your hips. Now, some of these attempts were really pretty good, where we ended up getting some lift and not too much drive. So keep thinking about that pressure that you get on my hands, where it's going. If there's strong push, that means you're pushing forward. If there's strong pull, that means you're moving backwards. Generally, you've been